How is everybody doing? I hope everybody is well. We're going to take a look at Bob Dylan, The Complete Album Collection, Volume 1. This was released in late 2013. It's a pretty monumental collection of work when you think about it. Bob Dylan is an icon, probably one of the most famous people on the planet for the last 60, 70 years, and he's written some of the greatest songs ever written, and he's had a massive influence on popular culture and songwriters. So let's go. So this thing is, it's even quite heavy. There's some nice artwork on the sides. I guess they're images from different periods in his career. There you go. All the CDs are in miniature LP design. Card sleeves, which I like. The only problem is you'll need the booklet. You'll need the book to actually check out what's on them, because the type is very small, the printing and stuff like that. But yeah, there's plenty food and drink in here for fans. Some great photos and some liner notes and everything. So this is a whole, what do I say? Excursion in itself. So let's check out the CDs. So this is the first one. These are in stereo as well, I must add, because there was a mono box from the 60s came out after this, I think. Most of the CDs are Columbia generic labels. Most of the albums have been remastered as well over different periods, I think from 2003 up as far as 2009 or something like that. And there's some from the 90s which haven't been remastered because they probably didn't need to. It's the first album. This is Bob Dylan's acoustic era, when it was only him and a guitar. That wouldn't be my favourite era by any means, but still, this is where he cut his teeth. Freewheeling, it was a pretty popular one at the time. It's got Blowing in the Wind on it. Hard Rain's Gonna Fall. So the discs do vary. At times they are changing. Another side off. Tiny. And then this is the heading into the electric period. Good album actually. Subterranean Homesick Blues is on this. Maggie's Farm, Mr. Tambourine Man, classic. This is one of his best albums, Highway 61 Revisited. Obviously it's got like a Rolling Stone on it. Desolation Row. Good band as well. No, Blonde on Blonde, this was a double. Great stuff on this. Rainy Day Women. Memphis Blues again, I love that track as well. John Wesley Harding. All Along the Watchtowers on this. Probably one of his most covered songs. I wouldn't claim to be a Dylanologist. I like Bob Dylan. I've been listening to him for a long, long time. Since around 1988. Bought some LPs back then. Nashville Skyline. That's a great album. That's one of my favourites. That's a good one. Self Portrait. This has been cited as his worst album. I don't know about that. I would say that Down in the Groove would give it a good run for its money. New Morning. Quite a kind of a subdued affair. If Not For You was on this. Sun on the Window. Pat Garrett and Billy the Kid. This is a soundtrack for a movie. Knocking on Heaven's Door is on this. Again, one of the most covered Bob Dylan songs. If you ever hear a band in a pub playing, they're going to play that song. Bob Dylan. This is a covers album. Yeah, there's Lily of the West is on that. Can't Help Falling in Love. Mr. Bojangles. We're into the 70s now. Planet Waves. That's a good one. I like this one. Yeah. The band play on this. Forever Young is on it. Yeah. That's a good one. And Before the Flood. This is Bob Dylan and the band live. It's not bad. I actually like this one. Yeah, some good stuff on this. Lay Lady Lay is on it. Rainy Day Women, Knocking on Heaven's Door. Up on Cripple Creek. It's a great track by the band. And The Night They Drove Old Dixie Down. It's a classic as well. Yeah. So yeah, it's a good one. Next is the superb Blood on the Tracks. People cite this as his best album of all time. It's a great track. Tangled Up in Blue. Simple Twist of Fate. Yeah, very good songs. If You See Her, Say Hello. It's a good album. It's a great album. The Basement Tapes. This is kind of a mythical album. It was recorded with Dylan and the band. So they brought out a bootleg series as well, which is probably the original Basement Tapes. But this is actually quite good. I like this as well. Yeah, it's a good one. Desire. This is a great album. I bought this back in 1989 on vinyl. Yeah, there's some great songs in this. I love like The Hurricane. Isis is good. Mozambique. Oh Sister. Romance in Durango. I really like that one as well. Joey, Sarah. It's a good album. Really good. Hard Rain. This was a live album from '76. It came from the Rolling Thunder review. Yeah, there's only, how will I put it, a sample compared to what they've released in the last few years. There's a bootleg series as well, which gives you more of the songs, and the mastering is better. Street Legal. Yeah, I like this one as well. Changing of the Guard is good. This brass section on this kind of reminds me a little bit like Van Morrison and stuff like that. Yeah, I like Dylan's 70s stuff. I think the most. This is at Budokan in Japan. A live double. Full band with all the bells and whistles at the time. Slow Train Coming. I think this was the first Dylan album I ever bought on vinyl in 1988. The reason I bought this was because Mark Knopfler from Dire Straits plays on it, along with Pick Withers, the drummer from Dire Straits. It's a great album. I really like it. A lot of people say it's kind of too slick and all that stuff, but yeah, it will be one of my favourite Dylan albums. Plus you get Mark Knopfler's guitar on it, which is always a good thing. Yeah, I like this one. This is his gospel period. He got into Christianity and stuff like that, to Born Again and all that stuff. Second one from this era in 1980 is Saved. Again, a lot of people kind of slated this when it came out, but it's a great gospel album. Cover there, Satisfied Mind. In the Garden, I think that's a great track. Really good, nice organ on it and stuff like that. No, this is a good one. The last of the Born Again era is Shot of Love. This was released in 1981. It's not bad, I like this. God, I think I bought it 30 years ago on CD. It's a bit hodgepodge, production is a bit all over the place. But there's some good tracks on it. Heart of Mine I love. And Every Grain of Sand, that's another good one. Yeah, it's a good album. I like it. Infidels, this is from 1983. It was produced by Mark Knopfler. I think the original sessions were aborted and then they started again and Dylan was unhappy with it, but it's very clean production. Neil Dorfman is also involved. He worked with Knopfler on Love Over Gold and Brothers in Arms. Contains Joker Man and Sweetheart Like You, which is fantastic, and Knopfler plays on this album as well. It's not bad, it's entertaining. Real Life, this is from 1984, contains recordings from the European tour, parts of the UK and Slane Castle, Ireland. Hey! Yeah, nice repertoire here. Tangled Up in Blue, Masters of War, Highway 61, Maggie's Farm, It Ain't Me Babe, some good stuff on it. Empire Burlesque, this is pretty, it's not a great album to be honest with you. This production as well is a bit harsh. Yeah, I wouldn't be gone on it. Some terrible stuff on this. Tight Connection to My Heart is a good track, but When the Night Comes Falling from the Sky, that's pretty woeful. Yeah, I would really gone on this one. Knocked Out Loaded, this is from 1986. It's kind of low point really. A lot of 60s and 70s artists had low points in the 80s. I guess it's a lot of pop music. The production was, yeah, it's not a good time for some of the greats, Neil Young released some pretty bad ones in the mid 80s. A lot of bands didn't even bother. Yeah, it was a bad time for him really. Brownsville Girl is on this. That's a good track. Nothing really stands out though. This probably is his all-time low, Down in the Groove, 1988, kind of covers album. Let's Stick Together. Shenandoah. Oh god, yeah, this is pretty. You wouldn't listen to it that often at all, or if you even wouldn't bother. Dylan and the Dead. This was recorded in 1987. I like it. I think it's great. Dead are a great band. Some nice live stuff here. Slow Train, I Want You, Gotta Serve Somebody, Joey, All Along the Watchtower, Knocking on Heaven's Door. It's a good album, entertaining. I like the sound quality is quite good as well. Oh Mercy, this was released in late 1989. It's his best album of the 80s. I think I bought it back then on CD. It's a great album, some great tracks in this, produced by Dan Lanois, who was working with U2 at the time. Political World, Where Teardrops Fall, Everything's Broken, Man in the Long Black Coat, that's a great track. His voice is quite low on this, but it's very well recorded. Good sound quality, good arrangements. Yeah, it's kind of an essential album, really. The follow-up isn't that essential at all. Under the Red Sky. Nah, this isn't great. I think it was produced by Don Was and David Was and Jack Frost. Yeah, another forgettable one, really, to be honest with you. Good As I've Been to You. This is an acoustic affair. Covers and stuff like that in it. Just Dylan on his guitar. Very well recorded. Wouldn't really be my cup of tea. There's another one from '93. World Gone Wrong. Again, produced by Bob. Just acoustic guitar. And that's it. There's another one from 1993, the anniversary concert. That's not in this box. It's a double live album with Neil Young, Tom Petty, Clapton, Tracy Chapman, big load of stars on it. I don't have it, I must try and get it. MTV Unplugged, this is a good one. Not bad, came out in video and DVD and stuff. Nice repertoire. It's not unplugged though, there's a band on it. Yeah. Next up is Time Out of Mind. This is from '97. It's a nice return to form. Yeah, it's good. Again, I think Dan Lanois is on this one. Yeah, pretty good album. Love and Theft. Yeah, well, wouldn't really be into this one. I didn't really listen to it that much. It's from 2001. Don't know much about it, so I'm not going to comment on it. Modern Times. Yeah. Again, one of the ones that I wouldn't really be gone on because I'm not really into the later stuff. Together Through Life. It's from 2009. Again, I didn't really listen to this that much. And this is Bob's Christmas album. Okay. I don't really want to talk about this because I don't like Christmas songs. Some of them are good, but collectors only. Tempest. This is pretty good. Yeah. Duquesne Whistle. Something about the Titanic on this. Yeah. Not a bad album. Yeah, I got good reviews at the time. And this is the bonus in the box called Sidetracks, and this is a dash back through the catalogue, some outtakes and live tracks, and it's a double. There you go. Nicely done. And you get the Bob Dylan logo. So yeah, that's it. So that's it, yeah. Like I said, I'm no expert on Dylan. I just like his stuff. He's great. This box set, if you're into music at all, is essential, and it's a good way to get the whole lot in one blast. Now, obviously, more albums have come out since 2013, and there's also the bootleg series, which I would say is essential, and I have most of them, and I will make a video on them down the track. But until then, I would say thanks for watching. Feel free to subscribe and take care.